Hi, this is Pete Walker from Koffeeone, www.koffeeone.com.au. Our tutorial today is going to give you a range of machines from the standard traditional coffee machine, which is what you generally see in cafes and bars, where the barista makes the coffee themselves. Now that style of machine obviously comes with a grinder as well. So the barista grinds the coffee, then places it into the portafilter, which is then placed back on the machine. And then, of course, the barista presses one of the selection buttons to extract the coffee. Once he's extracted the coffee, they then use what they call the standard traditional steam wand, which you can use the lever. Some have a winding connection, and from there you steam the milk traditionally into the jug. And obviously you're trying to produce the micro bubbles, so soften the silk, so you can produce the perfect milk-based coffee. Like I said, this is a one group from Nova Simonelli. There's plenty of them on the market, plenty of different brands and models, but they all operate very similarly. They're all traditional. They basically need a barista to operate them. So that is the first of our machine range. That's the traditional. Then we're going to move into more of the large super automatics. This one is our latest one that we distribute, called the Piero 75. Now this machine is at the top of the range of the automatics. Automatics come in all shapes and sizes. They sort of start right down from about $700 for the domestic, and they can move right forward to this style of machine, which is about $25,000. Now, of course, this machine is simply a touch button. So basically you select any one of these coffees you want. It's hooked up to a fridge on the side, normally comes with its own fridge. So it grinds the coffee just like the barista does in a standard grinder. It then drops the coffee into a brewing unit. Inside, there's a brewing unit. So the coffee then is dropped into that brewing unit, and the brewing unit then tamps. Basically, the brewing unit has two pistons, one top, one bottom, and the pistons come together, and that's how it tamps the coffee, ready for extraction. From there, it then produces the coffee through the automatic spout into your cup. From there, if you're doing a milk base, it then automatically foams the milk. It draws the milk from a milk well from inside the fridge and automatically runs it through a milk pump, or it can be what they call a venturi. A milk pump, the milk is drawn from a pump and goes through the heating process and the aerating process to give you that soft silky milk, the same as traditional. Or you have the traditional type, more automatics that come with a venturi. And basically what happens is it is siphoned by steam. The steam siphons the milk up, and then it goes through an aeration process in an aerator. So what you expect from normal super automatic is you've got beans here. This has two selections of beans. This one, the Piero, has a main hopper and a smaller hopper for another distribution model, so you could have 2 or 3 types of coffee, because you can also put in a chute for ground coffee. Then you have 2 soluble canisters, so you can place chocolate, chai latte. You can even put instant tea in here. Now how that works is it drops in the same in the machine, goes through a grey mixing bowl, and it mixes the product with water and drops into your cup. Also, the more super automatics, you can have lots of different selections, so you can scroll through to different screens and have different screens for different formats. They come with automatic clean, so basically there's a one process. You go into cleaning mode and you press basically a button and it cleans itself. That's the super large automatics. Then you can step down to a more lower model, which is very similar, but it has the beans on the outside, and on the inside is where you have your solubles. This one has 2 solubles and 1 grinder to drop into one brewing unit. So it's basically the same as the Piero 75, but just a smaller version with less functions. From there you step down to a much smaller model, which in this case is the Dr. Coffee F11. Now this little fella can be used in homes, small offices, small takeaway joints, anywhere where there's only need low volume. It only comes with coffee only, so you can't do those other milk beverages or chocolate beverages, only coffee only. And basically this little machine can be portable and plumbed for obvious reasons, a smaller version. Then you come to our most important machine, which this is our Peter Port Barrel Cappuccino machine. This is the most important machine in our range because this one not only makes all the coffee beverages, but it gives you an absolutely woeful headache the next day, and then you've got to come back from that machine back to one of these others to soothe that horrible headache you've got from the coffee from the port barrel. So as you know, we're a bit crazy here at Koffeeone, so this old port barrel, she gets used a lot by the staff, and then our machines get hammered the next day when they need to take a coffee in the first thing in the morning because they feel so bad. Okay, so that's Peter Walker from Koffeeone, www.koffeeone.com.au. Look forward to speaking with you and showing you our next videos on coffee machines in the future.